You guys, this new moon in Aries that's coming up on April 17th is very tender, very illumination of the wounds, illuminations of the stories around, am I enough? Can I do this? Am I capable? Will I succeed? There's a lot of different layers of nuance that's coming in with this new moon, but if you're interested in knowing more, definitely stick around. If you guys haven't met me yet, I'm Izzy. I go by Australia here, and on my other account, which is linked down below, I go by 8th House Mercury, where I do channeled messages. Now, I have a big announcement that I am going to wait until the end of the video to share with you guys. Some of you who are already watching this video, you already know. Okay, so no spoilers down below. Let people get the excitement at the end, okay? We'll let it build up. A few things that I have going on is my community. It's called the House of Celestial Magic. It's a community space. We have a bunch of events going on. And I have a feeling this video is going to be a little rough. I have mowing going on in the background, so I'm hoping I'll be able to edit that noise out. But this feels like the epitome of this new moon, which we're going to get a lot deeper into. Last other things are my readings are still open. I have a few slots open in April and a ton of space in May. I've opened those up again. So if you're looking for May, let's do it. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for you guys here. Everybody who's been showing up and supporting me, I just can't articulate the amount of gratitude for everybody who is around me, who participates in my work, who shows up. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you do want to support me, liking, commenting, sharing the video is the best way that you guys can support me here. So let's talk about this new moon. As always, I like to start at the surface level and work our way down into the deeper layers of whatever transit I'm talking about. So new moons, right? These are a space where it's quiet, where the moon is still, it's shrouded in darkness, and it is a space of introspection, looking inwards, and starting to cultivate a deeper desire for what is to come, what is to grow full, meaning the full moon. And so we're at the infamous word that a lot of astrologers use for a new moon is a seeding point, right? And this is the space to really sit and dive into what you want to cultivate for this lunar cycle. And so we're getting the invitation to really, really get clear because this is a new moon in Aries, and Aries is the first sign, my friends. This is the spark of life. This is the true energetic tone of I am. This is, and I I feel like I can't help but talk about everything else that's going on because we have Neptune in Aries, Mercury in Aries, Mars in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Chiron in Aries, and the sun and moon all on this new moon. So you cannot avoid the question of who am I? Because that, my friends, is under construction right now. The identity is really getting an upgrade, and upgrades, let's be real, like an actual upgrade for your computer per se. Like it takes time for the development team behind the scenes to create it and then launch it and test it and put it out there. And that's kind of like you right now. There's so many different parts of you that are going through different phases and upgrades and testing, and this new moon is kind of one of those moments of like, am I ready? Am I capable? Can I do what I want to do? Can I be who I want to be? Is it safe? Is it safe to? So this new moon is an opportunity for you to really, really, really get still and really allow yourself to feel into that curated inner safety, to feel into this new identity that's been emerging. It's, guys, this is like it, right? We've been in the birthing process for the last, like, I would say, year and a half with the North Node in Pisces. And now it's kind of like the North Node is still there hanging out in Pisces, but it's this moment of like, and now like you get to integrate, right? You are like the child learning to walk, wobbly legs, parents, God holding out their arms to catch you if you fall. But you won't fall if you don't even try, right? And I feel a lot of us are stuck in that container of like, I'm going to fall, so I'm not even going to try. So this new moon really is the opportunity to really feel into like, what would it look like to try, even if I'm not fully ready yet. Okay, so let's go deeper into that layer. So this new moon is at 27 degrees of Aries, and just a hair before that, we have Chiron in Aries. I just had to double check the date, but this is where even myself as an astrologer, I doubt my knowledge, and that I feel like I'm really feeling into the energy of this new moon already, filming this a week and a half before, where it's like, do I really know this knowledge? Do I have am I credible enough? Like, do I have enough backing behind me to be worth your guys' attention? And I'm applying it to me in real time because I am walking this path with you guys, just because I know that astrology does not subject me to not going through the transits myself. And so Chiron has been in Aries since 2019. So since 2019, we have been working on identity wounds. Who am I? My left ear's ringing now. Who am I? Am I like enough? Can I do this thing? Is it worth it? Am I worth it? Am I being too much? Am I not? Right? There's this sort of second guessing of self that's been going on for a while. Now, Chiron does move into Taurus in June of this year. So, and we'll do a little retrograde dance as well, but that's a whole nother video. But I really want to name the fact that Chiron is sitting here with this new moon, with the sun and the moon here at the last degrees of Aries. This, you guys, this is true alchemical shadow work that's happening for this new moon. This is sitting with your identity. This is sitting with those pain points around who you are, around who you are wanting to evolve into, the parts of you that are still clinging to you and wanting to hold you back out of fear, out of not knowing what it's going to look like, right? It's actually been very interesting as my friend Colleen, also known as 37 Harmony 37 on TikTok, and those are numbers, definitely check her out. She's introduced to me to IFS, and that's internal family systems. And in our book club, in my Discord community, we read the book and understood it, and it's helped me relate to astrology a bit deeper, actually. And I'm really seeing this as those sort of like protector parts that are trying to protect you from like going through a traumatizing thing, right? That's where Chiron's like, no, don't. I'm afraid. And the fear is that X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And that's what this new moon is showing to you. Those old stories that have kept you from leaping, that have kept you from pushing yourself. And for those of you who are deep in the work, this new moon is really the like, okay, this is going to be the perfect moment for you to actually leap. Do it scared, do it afraid, do it, set the goals while you are still holding the depth of your pain as you take the steps forward, right? That's the duality of life. And this new moon is really illuminating that for us, like to be in a space where we're still human. We have pain, we have fear that comes up. So it's going to be triggering to a certain degree. And, with this announcement that I have at the end, I really hope that like I'm going to be able to help facilitate some deeper healing for this new moon. Now, deep breath. Because last night, my stomach kind of just growled. It's like there's a hunger for something. I am hungry, but also my body telling me things. Like last night, I was falling asleep and I was thinking about this chart. Yeah, I never stop working. I was thinking about this chart and I'm like, what is this? Because we have a couple factors that come into play that actually make this new moon really sweet. Really sweet. And it's the fact that this new moon is in the third decan of Aries, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus is in Taurus. And Venus is at home in Taurus, okay? There's reward that comes from you actually being vulnerable in this process to the people close to you, to, your actual reality, being like, this is my life. And I get to choose how I respond to my life. I am making the choices. I am putting one foot in front of the other. It's nobody else's responsibility to do this movement for me. So Venus and Taurus is really bringing in the loving care of hey, here's your value. I've been showing you your value. You are worth more than you even give yourself credit for. And I love this. I deeply love this because there is material gain that comes from the vulnerability of you. And when I say material gain, yeah, that could mean money, but that could be, hugs from people. That can be, it's subtle, and it might even just be acceptance from you, this piece of deep acceptance of yeah, I'm actually going to do the thing. I'm actually going to invest in myself. I'm actually going to move forward with my desires, move forward with the things that spark joy within me that are now in alignment with who I am becoming, right? With this new moon, the intention, I see it so clearly, looking at that self that you want to be, but you don't realize you already are that person. The reason you're able to see it in your mind's eye is because you are that person. So really, this new moon is the permission slip to actually start embodying that energy, Venus and Taurus. Now, another beautiful layer to add to this new moon is the fact that it's ruled by the Four of Wands, you guys. Let's put it up to the side. Look at this. Look at this tarot card. We've got a happy couple. They're surrounded by these pillars. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm literally looking at the card because it's such a beautiful beacon of magic, of unity, of this card usually represents marriage. It's usually a happy omen, right? Celebrations and moving into even a new home, that can be a part of this. But let's think about it in the more nuanced ways of energetics. This is a moment of celebration. This new moon, even though it's peeling you open to the core and poking out the wounds, the old things that used to trigger you probably don't anymore. And that there's also these pieces. I this was the part that I was focused on as I was falling asleep, was what is this? How can we be so vulnerable and in this sort of state of unknown around our identity, yet celebrate, right? This Four of Wands card. And ultimately, it's the truth is, am I enough? Yes. Am I too much? No. Can I have what I want even if I am not fully developed? Yes. All it takes is you taking action on the things that you desire for yourself. And that's all Aries is about. So this sort of hesitation at the threshold, it's almost like the sort of imagery that's coming to my mind is people throwing a party for you or a celebration for you. And it's you for you. And you're just standing there second guessing, can I walk through this door? Can I have this life? Can I actually start taking the steps towards this part of me that I've always felt is me, but I've just kept myself safe. I've just kept myself small. So I really, really love this new moon. Despite all of the reasons I feel most astrologers are telling you not to, there's been a lot of fear mongering around this time with all this Aries energy. I've seen it so much. And I'm not here to buy into that because the truth about Aries energy, yes, it's impulsive. Yes, you're going to trip and fall. But the tripping and falling is how you learn. And if you're not even taking action and putting yourself out there to learn from mistakes, from growth edges, you're just going to stay the same. And I know you don't want that, because I know that the people who find my content are wanting to grow, are wanting to push themselves, are choosing to perceive the astrology as an opportunity instead of like my life is ending. It's a choice, guys. It's a choice. So, as I'm looking over here back at the chart with how many planets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, but 5 if we're not counting the luminaries. Like this is a lot of Aries energy, but it is the perfect time for all of this. The perfect time for all of this movement and self-development and growth and intentional energy around restructuring your identity. I'm in love with this. And ultimately, like, my challenge and this like exciting announcement that I'm really wanting to bring in. And even before I say that, some of you may be seeing this video sooner because I've sent it out to special people that are on my email list. If you're not on my email list, definitely subscribe down below. And when you do that, you'll get added to my weekly newsletters, letters from the 8th house. And I will be doing not full moon, but a full breakdown on this new moon, talking about your rising signs and where this is affecting you guys. Okay. So, a quick rundown. I'm going to just do a quick one for Aries risings. This is in your first house of self. For Taurus risings, this is in your 12th house of subconscious mind. Gemini, your 11th house of community and friendships, internet. Cancer rising, 10th house of career. Leo, this is your 9th house of spirituality, higher learning. Virgo rising, this is your 8th house of intimacy and your shadows. Libra risings, this is your 7th house of relationships. Scorpio rising, this is your 6th house of day-to-day routines and habits. Sagittarius rising, this is your 5th house of play and fun and dating and creativity. Capricorn rising, this is going to be in your 4th house of home and family. And Aquarius risings, this is in your 2nd house of finances and material goods. And Pisces risings, wait, Aquarius, it's actually your 3rd house. I'm like trying to do this off the top of my head. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. Aquarius, it's your 3rd house? Yes, it's your 3rd house of communication. And communication. Pisces rising, this is in your 2nd house of your body and money and values. Okay. So if you want a deeper dive on that, I'm going to be writing about that on my Substack. So definitely subscribe down below. And now, drumroll announcement is I am officially, I tried this out in the past, and this is where I like to humble myself. I tried to open my Patreon in the past, but I didn't have the capacity at the time. So I've been really doing the inner work to hold a more intentional container. I held one for the eclipse portal, and it was so amazing. And I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. So I'm opening up a membership, and it's called the Inner Circle. And I have all the things listed out because I want to make sure you guys understand what I am offering. So this is going to be a container. There's limited spots. And what you get in my Inner Circle is you get access to live new and full moon gatherings. If you can't attend them live, the recordings will be uploaded. All of this is going to be in Patreon. With that, you'll get real-time unfolding and deep dives into what's happening with the lunations and sitting with me. We're going to be sitting and setting intentions on the new moons, celebrating on the full moons all together. With that, you get access to a private space within my Discord community where we have digital altars to really hold those intentions. We have space to connect, spaces for you to ask me more deep personal questions. With that, you'll get touch points from me to really wrap in those lunar cycles. You'll get full access to my paid Substack as well, and a consistent rhythm to return to. And I really just feel that inspiration of tarot spreads, different things. So much stuff is coming up that I'm like, I want to pour into this collective container. So if you are desiring to be in that space, the link is down there, down below. I'm like so excited. It's down below and you can sign up there. We are going to be gathering for this new moon in Aries on the 17th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to really like let this happen. Let it unfold. Let ourselves open. Okay. So I've been working on this for a while, and I'm just ready to hold all of you guys in a closer container and just be present with the people that want to work with me deeply. And this is going to just be a sacred space for those of you who are wanting to be held in a deeper container and connect with people more deeply, as well as myself. And of course, I'm going to be participating. I love you guys seeing me in the process of what I'm moving through in real time. Okay. So I hope to see you there. There are limited spots. And if you're not ready to sign up for the membership aspect of it, I will have seats available for like drop-ins for the gatherings. So if you just want to test that out, if you haven't sat live with me, I'll have that as an option as well. Okay. I'm sending you guys so much love for this new moon. I'm really excited. Let yourself be seen, let yourself be vulnerable, open up, and be that person that you have been building behind the scenes. It's time to let them out. Okay. I love you guys.